Season 10, Episode 2, where we watch Fear Factor, House of Pain, Season 1, Episode 1. And she's totally honeypotting you. I'm Chris Lorenz.
My biggest fear is mayonnaise. This is no singer.
Blake is giving very young Sheldon vibes. This is Johnny Maxwell. I have to offer a quick correction. This is not Fear Factor House of Pain. This is Fear Factor House of Fear.
That is fair. That is in my notes to say House of Fear. And in my head, it's House of Pain because that makes way more sense.
I will say the show is called Fear Factor House of Fear. They already kind of established it's about fear. They could have gotten a little crazier with the subtitle. House of Fear, do better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. No, what is this week's show?
Dropped into an unforgiving remote location, a group of strangers live together under one roof and face mind-blowing stunts, harrowing challenges, and a twisted game of social strategy where trust is fleeting and fear is a weapon. Only one contestant conquers all their fears and walks away with the massive grand prize. That is Fear Factor, House of Fear on Hulu or Fox.
Yeah. So, let's start out this conversation with talking about OG Fear Factor. What are your thoughts of OG Fear Factor, Max? Max is muted.
No, I'm here. I'm just finding the mute button. Man, I don't have strong opinions on old Fear Factor. I hate that it gave Joe Rogan a platform. I haven't watched a whole lot of it. I would say they really almost like played the greats in this first episode. A lot of very common Fear Factor challenges come into play in this first episode.
Yeah. No, what is your Fear Factor, OG Fear Factor take?
I feel like it established something in the culture, right? Like, everyone remembers Fear Factor. Like, yeah, it helped promote Joe Rogan, but like, there's something about it that was super sticky, and I think like made the new era of reality TV. So, for all the gripes, like I think pretty fondly on it, like in terms of like its impact on the culture.
Yeah, I mean, when Fear Factor came out, I loved it. I thought it was great. I thought it was a sensation to watch these people and face their fears. And like after like the 10th episode, you're like, yeah, I've seen it. You know?
Yeah, like I still remember like they had to eat like bull testicles, and that was like this huge like climactic thing. Like, who's gonna eat her?
Oh, you are right. There was a bull testicle kind of situation. And I do agree with you, Max, that like Joe Rogan was never a good host, I think, on that show. And then like he was visibly high many, many times on that show.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Like, is he like on the record talking about that?
I don't know. Maybe you
Yeah.
should internet corner it.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Like, what makes you say he's a bad host? Like, I'd imagine he must have been pretty good to like have that continue for him to climb up.
What do you mean? He didn't climb up. He was just Fear Factor. That was his thing.
Did he do other things? I thought he was like doing some comedy. Then obviously went to UFC.
He started off as
so he was always a comedian.
Yeah. He did,
and then he went to Fear Factor
to UFC.
Yeah, there's some sort of, if you look at his Wikipedia, he's got stand up, then he's got hardball and news radio. I don't even know what that is. Then
News radio, the sitcom.
That's what I'm not digging into this. I don't have time. I'm talking to the peeps. Noah. Can't be reading. Then we have UFC commentator and Fear Factor as one thing. So I think he was a UFC commentator before Fear Factor, actually.
Interesting.
Which is very surprising because I didn't know UFC was a thing until like way later.
Yeah. Like,
Um,
I wouldn't be surprised UFC started like super long time ago, right? And it was just like very underground. But yeah,
yeah, but he was also on the
1993.
remake of The Man Show uh, that they did at
I,
some point.
I kept thinking about this. I was like, why do I think Joe Rogan's associated with the Man Show? And I'm like, that was Jimmy Kimmel and Adam Carolla. Now you've answered it. I was like, why am I thinking this? You know,
Because
Mm.
you're right.
It was
Uh,
Doug Stanhope, right? That was, yeah, Doug Stanhope and Joe Rogan.
I have no idea who the other person was.
Never watched Man Show.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I don't. We could talk about the Man Show later. I don't know if we really need to get into that.
Mm.
All right, so let's talk about this fear factor. I thought this fear factor was very interesting. I think I like the new format. I think the everyone being there and then playing off each other and forcing each other's fears is a very interesting game dynamic that adds another layer above fear factor, which after 10 episodes you've seen it all, right? Like this
Mhm.
definitely, like, there's more to watch and it's more interesting. And it doesn't fall into the deal or no deal island issue where like the game is so different from the rest of the show that it like doesn't make sense for it to be a thing. It's almost kind of challenge-esque in a way.
The setup is very Big Brother or Challenge esque. I actually don't know if it's Big Brother. I don't remember how Big Brother
I
works.
was gonna say Big Brother. I don't think they
Uh,
do challenges.
but just like there's a whole everybody plays challenge, and then there's an elimination challenge.
Yeah,
I guess is Survivor, is that kind of what Survivor's like?
I feel like this is the challenge to a T. It
Yeah.
is challenge one. Somebody wins an advantage, and then at least this episode, the people won an advantage to pick who goes into the final elimination, and then there's a final elimination. Somebody goes home.
Yep. That's about it.
Noah, what did you think about House of Fear?
I I thought it did a good job. Like, what I imagine was sticking to the original premise of the show, like the old show, and um, bringing to like a new era, because I don't remember the social dynamics in the original show. I thought
There
it
are
was
none.
just like the fear factor. Yeah, and
There is no
so
social dynamics.
right, and so I thought they did a good job, like spicing it up in that way.
Oh, Levi. Levi's joining the podcast.
Levi, what are your thoughts on Fear Factor? Levi, those at home should know it has a
Yeah.
big Elmo shirt on.
Levi does have a big elbow. Sure. Levi, welcome to the pod. It's his first podcast. This is a monumental
Exciting.
moment. Yeah,
This is years in the making.
years
Yeah,
in the making.
literally.
So one, you guys liked the game play, so to speak. I thought it was a little too early for them to be seriously politicking. Okay, who are we sending home tonight? Like nobody knows who anybody is. B, only idiots are giving away any gameplay here. One guy's like, "Oh, what are you guys afraid of?" "Oh, I'm afraid of snakes." "Oh, I'm afraid of rats." Don't fucking give that away. Are you stupid?
I mean, we get into the minutia now.
Give
But
give away something misleading. Say like, "Oh, I'm afraid of trees," or "Oh, I'm afraid of being a vegetarian."
well, here's the classic season one problem because you don't know what the show's going to be about. You should assume it's going to be about testing each other's fears. But I think that it's not obvious that this is going to be a show where people are going to force other people to confront their fears if they know what those fears are, and maybe not if they don't know what those fears are. Like, you didn't know that, like, the people that won the first challenge got to pick the people that go into the second challenge, and knowing what people's fears are would contribute to who goes into that challenge or not. But so I could see saying those things, but I agree with you, Max. I think you needed to come into this with a better, your A game than like, hey, we're just hanging out and chilling and getting to know each other.
For sure.
Um, it definitely felt like they started the game real quick. Like this feels like people are on challenge season 30 versus like challenge season 1. You know, they're like I felt that they started the game pretty quick, like figuring out who needs to go home. Not too much on alliance stuff, but like really trying to be cutthroat. So let's get into the real minutiae. So we got 14 people, 10 weeks, they said. I assume that's 10 episodes, maybe.
Yeah, they said
I
10 weeks of challenges. They're not filming this over 10 weeks.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
This
no way they're
this is
taking that
10
long.
days, maybe.
And then the tagline for the show is "Control the fear, control the game." And then
Pretty good
fear.
tagline.
Yeah. Well, they brought back the original Fear Factor tagline, which fear is not a factor. Like, I feel like that was a tagline from the OG.
Yeah,
And then our
like
new host, go ahead.
I think you're about to touch on what I was going to say. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say Johnny Knoxville is our new host. And he does an okay job. I think the producers have really reined him in. Like, there's a lot of like very concise. I've read this from a piece of paper. I am going to be very clear here, kind of enunciation going on.
Yeah, he's not
And that,
exactly having usual Johnny Knoxville fun with this. He's cashing a check.
yeah,
Yeah.
very not very casual sounding host, but he is in it a lot, which I enjoy. And
Mhm.
every time they come to like go to him, he's just laughing, especially during the challenges, which are I really appreciate. He's into it, but like I wish they would let him off like the ropes a little bit.
Yeah, he's definitely more of like people know for him to be crazy, but he's not bringing it crazy, which
Uh,
is
yeah. What was the exact opposite of the show? What was it called? Love Cabin, where the
Uh,
host just got to like run the show.
oh, Ray J.
oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
Yeah.
missed
like,
that one on the Zeus network. Yeah,
oh, Noah, you really missed something incredible. It goes so off the rails.
Yeah. That I really wish that they would have given Johnny Knoxville more power in this show. Like, I feel like he would really bring it.
Dude, what if Johnny Knoxville was the host of Love Cabin?
I don't know. You kick him in the balls. Now you kick the other person in the balls. Where's the bowl? Uh, Side note, real excited for number 5, Jackass number 5, coming out this summer.
is it really?
Yeah.
Or is it the same posse, or are they gonna like? Is it time to like bring up the new
No one
generation?
knows anything about it other than they announced number 5.
Mm.
Well,
I
Johnny
feel like
Knoxville's obviously.
they gotta pass the
And,
baton. I think, right?
well, they had some new people in the old one, so in the 4th one. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll be
Mm.
back. So let's go over the challenges. So the first challenge they have, well, they intro everyone. We'll just go over the challenge. You've got Sealed Fates, which is supposed to test the fear of claustrophobia and buried alive. So they had these giant, like Ziploc bags, and then like sucked all the air out and gave them air hoses so they
Yeah.
could breathe.
So you have like two people like vacuum sealed in this bag, and all they can do is breathe through a hose. Honestly, I've seen nothing like this in a reality show. I thought it was a creative way to do claustrophobia. Now, I personally, I would pay to do this. I'd pay like $50 to do this. This seems kind of fun.
This is a great set piece. Like it's so you're there in teams, they're in pairs, so they're facing each other, staring at each other, and they're just like sucked into the Ziploc bag with these lights below them. It's very eerie. It's very creepy. Like the set design is amazing. It's the set design, Survivor, wishes it could even be close to. Like Survivor hasn't changed its sets ever, let alone its set design.
Yeah, it's it's awesome. Um, one thing I
If you're
still don't really
listening,
get.
if you're
Oh,
listening to this, Google Fear Factor House of Fear claustrophobia. You can see pictures of this. It's so odd. Yeah,
the one thing I don't get exactly is how they're breathing.
There are
Like some
tubes.
people, yeah, but for some people the tubes are close. For some people the tubes are far away. I couldn't really like
like
understand that
the
bit.
tube doesn't have to go directly in your mouth as long as it's supplying oxygen near your face.
Yeah, but then like what I couldn't get is like when the as the suction continues to increase, how do you know that's not blocking off what I assume is oxygen?
Let's be clear, all of them survived. They're still all alive, so they were all breathing, Noah. If you can't understand how people were breathing, then you need to rewatch it, I guess. Because
I
it's like it's very clear they have hoses, they're breathing, they lived.
I will agree with Noah though. Like as far as things you see on reality shows, this seems like you're putting a lot of trust into the producers. Yeah. What if the hose stops? Now I'm sure they have a safe word. They have a movement you could do with your hands. Like it's not like you lose your oxygen and suddenly you can't do anything with your body. You have 30 seconds to signal to production like, yo, something's wrong.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you don't see
It
this
has
on
to.
reality
No, no.
or
It's a
competition or whatever.
really clever. Like a lot of times, I feel like they're like just ripping off and not really being ingenious. Or it's like format, like modify, adapting it to whatever their theme is. And this is fresh, super fresh.
Yeah. So they have. So once they're in this situation, they have two teams. You have to go up and press two buttons, and then that will release the airlock. And then you have to get out of the Ziploc bag and go stand on a podium. And then we have two teams that win. I wrote it down. Hold on.
I don't remember.
Robin, Zach, and Lance and Tyler.
Mm, yeah, but even the climbing out of the Ziploc bag, that was even hard to follow a little bit. I don't know if you guys can figure that out, but like they somehow had to like wraps onto this like
It
saran
was
wrap surrounding them.
it was very interesting how they have to get to the top of the Ziploc bag. Like I thought this was one of the best challenges we've seen in a long time. It's just like the challenge design, the challenge look. Everything worked out cool, although I feel like they just didn't let them in there long enough. Like you needed I wanted they should have been like after somebody quits, then
Mm,
like
Yeah, or like keep them suspended there for like 10 minutes or something. Let it
well
really get to you. Also, I think they should have turned off more lights. Like maybe
mm,
shown us just infrared or something.
that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Yeah, they probably should have done a timer on the screen because like as we know, like all these things take a long time to shoot, and who knows, like they could have been in there for a while, or maybe that's because people are doing different things, right? They couldn't
they
really
did
do that.
have like a segment of the challenge where they were just in the things without trying to get to the top.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
I just don't know how long that was.
Yeah, we have no
Right.
idea.
Yeah.
For a show called Fear Factor, I really wanted people to like sweat it out.
Mm,
And then we have the End Game, which I think is a great name.
Yeah.
I like them trying to use the moniker End Game. So they have to put their heads in these like I don't know glass boxes, and then they have let's see they have crickets put on them, and there's four people that have to do this, and each one of them got a different second animal put on them. One was rats, one was pigeons, one was lizards, one was snakes. And they had to get a code out of little like Easter egg, like plastic Easter egg kind of things, And then once you found one code, then they dump more animals on you and more codes. So then you had to find another code, and then they did it again. Once you got 3 codes, you got to leave. And the last person left or the first person to quit is eliminated.
Yep.
Yeah. This is
Uh,
definitely a hard challenge. Typical fear factor, like this is more copy paste,
This is
but
this is
hard.
classic Fear Factor, sure. I
yeah.
do think it's the person that got pigeons and the person that got is like
Lizards.
lucked out. Like pigeons.
Yeah.
Like
Pigeons, they were
lizards,
just kind of in a corner.
like there's
Yeah.
definitely a threshold here of like snakes and rats. I feel like are at the bottom.
Hmm.
Depends what your
Lizard,
fear is.
medium.
Yeah, the lizards would
I
just
agree.
feel weird
Yeah.
running over your face and stuff.
Yeah.
That you like.
Yeah.
It's not like the snakes are
Oh,
running over your face. I would take the
mhm.
snakes over probably lizards, but I know a lot of people are afraid of snakes.
Okay.
I don't know.
There, I want to get back to this challenge, but before this challenge, the winners of the last challenge, well, everybody's in the house, and the winners of the last challenge are told, hey, you get to come to a secret room where you can learn about the next challenge and then elect who you want to throw in.
Mhm.
And there's something in this scene that shocked me. I've never seen before. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're subjected to a little clip of what the next challenge is. This clip is AI
Oh, AI. Yeah, the
for
AI
sure.
generated.
I have never seen this on a TV
Well,
show.
AI is new, buddy.
I'm shocked they actually did it. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. I was thinking that too. I was like, whoa. And you can just,
because
there's something like uncanny about professional animation, even if it's like
yeah,
cheap,
yeah,
versus AI.
yeah. No, even the resolution of this AI was not that good, and it's crazy because they've built the real deal. They do not need to fake it. I don't know. Are you guys pro or anti this?
I feel like as somebody as like a programmer that likes to create things, I feel the appeal of AI and using it to create things, and but I understand the backlash against AI in a way, but it's just like so easy for a producer to be like, give me an image or give me a short video of blank and put it on there, than actually get someone to like go get a video, do like even if it takes another producer, another get like the camera crew, go over there, make this a green screen, put in like there's just so much more work involved that I'm just like, I get it.
Well, it's not even a green screen, right? Like the way you would have cut it, it's like everyone's
You could
there.
just
They're
you
on
could
the
just
set,
throw.
right?
Well, so let's put it see like in my head, if I'm the producer, I have to tell the team there's going to be it's a video of snakes and cockroaches, and okay, well we don't have the challenge set up yet, so like
But
I
they
can't just
do.
like
It's happening later that day.
but you might not. You have to, so like say, okay, say it's set up. Well, then you've got to get somebody down there to take the video, bring it back to you, put
Yeah,
it on the
But
screen.
it's a
but no, you're
TV
doing that
show.
when you're shooting it. Yeah, this isn't linear in real life, right? It's like
I'm just
basically
saying that there's
simultaneous.
more steps involved than just like, okay, I typed in snakes and cockroach video.
Okay,
I mean,
so Chris is down with it.
I'm okay with it too, but I actually would imagine AI is less efficient at this point. Like to get the prompting right and like to set it and such that it matches, it is
Yeah,
definitely more efficient to be like, intern, go in that box 5 minutes before the shooting and
I
like stand
I
there.
agree with Noah here.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. I
uh,
mean, sure. I'm just, I understand the vitriol around AI when it's like a big, like, budget thing. And like, you don't want, you know, Disney using AI instead of hiring real people to do it. But when it's like fear factor on some sort of B-roll video or some video game in a background thing. It's just like it's gonna happen,
Sure,
guys. Just get over
but
it.
Chris, they got Johnny Knoxville money.
I'm not sure John Knoxville costs a lot of money to watch people in pain.
I'm sure.
Anyway, I
Yeah.
I made a prediction before the show. Ip Nip Yow. I predict Noah is pro AI use, and I was somewhat disproved. So good job,
No,
Noah.
Noah's totally into AI. He just said he's all about it.
No,
I
I'm
meant
not.
in this specific case, he's a little torn.
Yeah, it felt like more of like someone wants to like test it, right? And so maybe they're using this as like a
Yeah,
test, like okay, like how to get it out. And
yeah, they want to break
um,
that cherry and normalize it to the audience, and that's gross. Gross.
Gross. All right. Let's get back to this show. What were we
so
talking about?
we also didn't talk enough about like, yeah, I mean, you
Let's
brought it up, but like how much backstabbing's already starting and the
yeah. Let's talk about the.
politicking.
We can talk about the people and what I have notes down for these people, and then
Sure.
Mm.
that should clear us with the rest of the minutia. I think. So we have Kristen. She's an NFL cheerleader. And she has a fear of snakes, and she tells somebody this. And guess what? She ends up in the final challenge. The
Getting
final challenge
snakes.
being Rodney, Kristen, Jay, and somebody else that I didn't write down. Doesn't matter because Kristen quits at the end because of the snakes.
Yep, she's our big loser. And she's here to
But
prove that cheerleaders aren't soft.
I mean, I she gave it a real credit, like a real try. Like she held strong there for quite some time.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to belittle her effort. And yeah, this is kind of a hard challenge.
Yeah, if you're afraid of snakes, like this is tough. Like that's a tough challenge. Uh, then we have Damien or Demian. She's a salon owner. Then we have Blake. He's a super fan. He's a fear of mayonnaise, which
Amazing.
I don't understand what that is, but uh, like the
So,
taste, the texture, the look, like what was it?
do you think
Uh,
that's real, or do you think it's a head fake? Like because he's playing the game.
I would believe that's fake. Was this person
I,
shown to be a gamer?
well, so there's like this was in a confessional, I think. So like I don't think you would lie in a confessional. You would lie to somebody else, sure.
No, you don't even want the producers to know your true fears.
The producers. Who do you think's going to use it the most? You know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, you gotta. So, like, if you're trying to get on the show, you gotta have some fears. You have to
Yes.
submit some sort of video of you being afraid of things. So you're either a
That's
great
true.
actor about being afraid of something, or like, you know,
Yeah. Oh,
I'm just saying, you get on the show, you gotta be afraid. You gotta look afraid. You gotta be good looking afraid. Like, you can't just be me or somebody that's just gonna walk up and eat a cockroach and walk away or something
Mm.
like that. Like, they don't let those people on the show. That's not entertaining.
But also,
mm,
nobody's going to record a video of them like going to touch a cockroach and then being like, "Ew."
Yeah, they will because they need that to get on the show.
I guess it's worth noting the show is produced by Endemol, and I bet you people are just applying to be on some Endemol show.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you don't get on like what is that Ninja Warrior show by showing like a video of you eating a donut. Like you got to know who like what the entertainment value for the show, right? You
yeah.
Yeah,
like your initial one maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how you get on the show, but I assume
I mean, no, it's got to be something like what you're describing, right? Like a normal casting process. Um, and one of the things that Endemol, right? Because they're global, and so I do wonder if we look at the fear factor, like global spans. I wonder if they've actually started to do this in other countries, and we're just kind of late to the game.
possible.
Yeah.
So then we have Zach. He is the villain of the show. He's got a crazy mullet, and he was taunting Kristen at the end of the game and like wanting Kristen to go into the game because she was afraid of snakes. Like he was playing the game.
I've never seen somebody so likely to go home the next chance people get. This guy sucks. He is so annoying. He
It's
thinks
so nuts.
he's just a bully. You know, this poor woman is stuck in the box with a snake, and everybody's like, "You can do it. Stick with it." And Zachary's like, "There's the snake. Oh my god, he's right behind you. Oh, he's crawling into your pants." Like,
Uh,
what an asshole.
I think
Yeah.
we need to normalize more of this behavior because I think it was very entertaining to me. Uh,
It made for good TV. Like, he does a very good job being on TV.
but I
But
do want him to go home.
yeah. I mean, the one thing though I put down, he's a coal miner, which I think, I mean, especially for the like sealed shut exercise, very well teed up for that.
Oh yeah, he did win that challenge. It is interesting. Like I feel like there's a version of Zach that I think is more entertaining because he's just less of an asshole. But like he
Yeah,
was an asshole like the
Mm.
whole show, not just like during the end game. He just was like he already annoyed me by the time he was taunting Kristen at the end.
same.
Yeah,
I
it
think
was
he's
a
playing a
real
poor
dick
game.
move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely a poor game. Super dumb.
If anything, save this for
Um,
later on in the game when it's all like gamers, not people with feelings.
yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got Jaylene. She's a vegan and she has a fear of rats. We got Rodney,
Oh,
who's a detective.
one thing about Jaylene is she does not win the first challenge, and she's immediately flirting with one of the winners the next day
Oh,
just to not get thrown in. Which, yeah, respect.
Yeah. And then Zach calls her pond scum. Like, just to give you a sense of where Zach's at.
Yeah,
yeah.
and he said he said she's too transparent. I don't like that.
Yeah. I mean, what was it? Kristen, the cheerleader, called it out. It's like, you just don't like good looking women. Like, what has been done to you?
Seriously.
Do you think the Zach was a character, or is that like how he was in real life? Like, how much of it is character? How much of it is real life?
Um,
I
I
that
feel,
level of
yeah.
vindictiveness is pretty difficult to do if you don't do it daily, I feel. I don't know. I can't imagine saying I want to be remembered on national television for this character.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you got to be really, unless he's like promised a big payday. You know, it's like the producer's like, hey, man, that coal mining gig, that's very hard. Well, we're going to take care of you. Play the villain.
I mean, it could be like you get paid an extra $1,000 if you're the one most on the show, and being a dick, they'll get you on the show a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let's see who else do we have. I don't really have any notes on anyone else, to be honest. We have Rob and Tyler. He's afraid of tight spaces. We got Ethan, Lance, who was a flight attendant. He was the quintessential gay guy on the
Yeah.
show.
But he's
Uh,
like pretty like sharp as a knife. You know, like he's ready to play the game. I thought he came out pretty hot of like, I'm here for the money. I will screw you over. I'll screw you over. I'll screw you over. Like, I don't care. I'm getting paid.
yeah. And then we got Chelsea and Blake are the last two that I wrote down. I don't know if that was
Yeah.
14. Don't at me.
One
I don't care.
well, one thing was weird. There's one redhead woman. She's older. They gave her zero airtime. They
Oh, I
showed
didn't
the
even
clip.
notice.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Interesting. Maybe she like just leaves next episode or something.
Yeah, it was
We'll
super
Well,
weird.
we'll
it
find
is
out.
definitely like it's a 40-minute show. 14 people is a lot. You can't intro everyone.
Yeah.
I'd rather you not introduce somebody and then show me next time. Like,
Yeah.
I
It's
felt that
definitely better.
cheerleader. I felt the cheerleader got too much time for getting out the first episode, but
I mean, they
sometimes
built they had to get the
That's a
story
pretty
arc,
common
right?
edit, though. Yeah.
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 I mean, it's common to do. I know that they always you got to know a little bit about somebody that goes home, but I don't know. She
Yeah.
just got a lot of
It's
airtime.
yeah. Jenny's the redhead.
And we forgot to mention that they win $200,000, which, I guess it's a good sum of money. It's not $1 million.
Yeah. I thought Tyler was an interesting story. She's a stay-at-home mom, 34, got 4 kids. 4 kids. And she's
It's
like,
too many
I'm all in
kids.
on Fear Factor.
Hmm.
So
Good on her.
behind.
Yeah. 4 kids at 34 is not too many. Like, it depends how old
What?
they are. How far
What?
apart are they?
What?
What?
Please help. You got to click deeper. Tell me how 4 kids at 34 is not too many.
I mean, you could have had kids for 16 years, like 17 years at that point. You could have a 17-year-old and a 3-year-old. That'd be okay. You just have the 17-year-old raising the 3-year-old. You're good. As soon as you get one to start raising the other, you're golden, Noah. When you got 2 at one time, that's a lot. That's too many. It's too many at once. Depends how many under 4 or 5 you
you
have.
get wild.
Once they go to school, you can have a lot more. I think is my opinion.
So basically, so are you like one every 5 years then? Is that like your track? Or like once you get to
Sure.
one in school, then it's like every year, like pop, pop, pop.
I think it's once every 5 years you can have another one.
Chris, what if you learned you're having twins? Hypothetically, of course.
I'd probably get an au pair, I think. Is what I would do.
Reasonable.
Better than the other answer, which you could have said, which would have been adoption. So good job, Chris.
No. I don't think I would adopt them. I accidentally brought them into this world. I can accidentally take care of them.
I can accidentally take them out of this world. No.
Yeah, I know that was a weird start to that sentence.
All right. Who's the worst human being?
Rodney, he's a New York City cop. Fuck those guys.
Wow.
Rodney's playing a funny character. I'm surprised you brought up Rodney out of the blue.
No, I'm just being a dick. Zach is obviously the worst character, the worst person.
Yeah. We already talked about him. Really. Would this show be better?
I have a new question. What would be a great fate for our least favorite person on the show? I think being run over would be cool.
Adoption?
Oh yeah, he gets adopted. Sure.
It depends how realistic we're being. I think if we're being like farcical, I think it'd be really funny to like honeypot him, but then the honeypot has like a very bad STD. So
or the honeypot,
like,
the honeypot removes their mask and it's Johnny Knoxville.
but then he's lost his virginity.
Maybe just before he thinks he's going to, you reveal.
Or maybe it's a honeypot, but then we bring back in like 90 Day Fiance the other way. It's a honeypot, but the other way. And you're like, oh.
He's been seducing us.
Yeah. All right. Would this show be better as a Quibi or a TikTok?
So before you answer that,
it doesn't need to be as long as it is.
We left out a major part of the Fear Factor lore. Ludacris hosted Fear Factor for a season on MTV. Yeah.
Yes,
Luda.
I think
So
I think we did that.
yeah, no, I'm just saying we didn't bring it up.
I don't think
Also, the
we've
other
done
thing,
Fear Factor. We didn't do Fear Factor, I don't think.
hmm,
Did we?
I'll mute and look it up.
Um,
so one other thing. So Fear Factor, they've made about like 30 to 50 country specific versions. So a ton. Um, but most of them are off the air. Um, they did not last. So
you are
it's
right,
like
Max. We did do Fear Factor, season 2, episode 13, with Ludacris.
Ludicrous edition, one might say.
mm,
Yeah, I mean, it's as we said. Once you've watched like 10 episodes, it's like it's the same thing. It doesn't really change that much.
no.
Like you have to ramp up, and where do you go after eating bull testicles? Like,
I mean, there definitely is a pinnacle of that path. Like there is the apex challenge there. Um, just assuming it's not allowed, it's illegal.
but like, I think every person has their own like what would be the pinnacle. Like
Mm,
some people are like, "Oh, I'm already screamed out by people eating mayonnaise," and then somebody's like, "Oh, you ate dog poop. What? Who cares?" Like one of those, like, there's definitely like levels of fear here.
yeah, that'd be a funny challenge. It's like potato salad or testicles.
All right, Noah, what speed did Max watch this show at?
Um, this is a oneer. I think for two reasons. One, I'm pretty sure Hulu doesn't offer speed control. At least in the mobile app, it did not. Two, I actually think this is like a reasonable like 1.3 show, but I think Max was just like too lazy. He was already in, just said fuck it.
I'll go with 1.5. I think that he just sped up just a little bit. What do you got, Max?
Deeply thought about it, but I watched it on the TV Hulu app, and that was a 1Xer. Alas,
Yeah.
Boring. You gotta really, you gotta like hack your TV so you can watch it at faster speeds.
I've thought about it.
I
I've
mean,
thought about
what
it
he
as
could,
we're buying
if
something.
Max was more committed, he could download the content right prior and then instead of stream it.
He could he could just connect his computer to the TV and then he could do whatever he wanted,
Mm.
right? Or get one of
I
those.
don't know. Yeah.
What if you have one of those like hacked like Google TVs that have like access to every single thing? You could just
Honestly, yeah. What the fuck am I doing not owning that?
yeah. Anyway, drinking rules. Obviously, you need to drink every time you're scared of something on the screen.
Yeah.
Noah, what do you got?
Every time you would not be scared, give out a drink to whoever's sitting next to you.
Max, you got one?
Uh, every time somebody gets vacuum sealed, pop into a Capri Sun and take a drink.
Ooh. Ooh.
I don't understand. How do you pop into a Capri Sun?
You put the straw in and you pop into the. You ever drink a Capri Sun, Chris? Are you stupid?
I don't think everyone's ever mentioned it as a pop. I've never heard of a pop before.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Would
Famously,
you say you stab it?
it's too
Uh,
violent.
It
I would
is.
say
Yeah.
drink every time somebody like plays the game. Like
Mm.
they're like backstabbing or like trying to figure out whose people's fears are or giving away their fears. You're not playing the game, but you should drink for that. Um, any other minutia we want to go over? Are we ready for ratings?
I think we're good to
All
go.
right. So we do ratings. We do a stack ranking system, top, middle, and bottom third. And some people stack rank in their stack ranks. And I'll go first this week. Uh, I'm going to put this, we've had a lot of shit lately. So I'm going to put this in the top. I think it was interesting to see people, and I'm excited to get to know them like a Survivor esque season and see them and put through the ringer. I think it's interesting people watching to see people go through the ringer. Get them, throw some snakes at them, get them to puke a little bit, get them to backstab each other, try to win $200,000. I'm excited. I'm ready to watch more. I'm gonna try to watch this season, I think. Noah, what do you got for me?
Yeah. I think it's a pretty good show. I think on like the watching more episodes in the season, like I have thought about it, which is like a good indicator. Because like again, I think the vacuum seal challenge is so creative. It's like, okay, what are they gonna bust out? Um I do think to like we didn't really go into depth on it because I distracted us, but I think it's like a nice Quibi type of package. Like you kind of just want to like skip to the challenge, and I don't know how much I care about like the intrigue. But yeah, I think it's a definitely bottom of the top. Sorry, it's a bottom of the top. So I think it's interesting, but definitely not peak.
The Quibi version you just mentioned is just the original Fear Factor. There's only challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something to be said for more content per episode. The
Mm,
politics just aren't interesting.
I just don't think without the politics, the show's not interesting enough.
mm.
Now that I also agree with. It's just finding the right balance, and I think two challenges for 43 minutes. It's a little low.
All right. Max, what's your rating?
I don't think this show is interesting enough to deserve the middle, but I'm going to give it the middle because of the really cool set design on that first challenge. That was really cool. I'm going to say middle third, middle of the middle.
There you go. Tell us what you thought about this show on Twitter at Who Put This On, Facebook.com/Who Put This On, and you can email us, whoputthison@gmail.com. Any other shout outs, Noah?
So I'm gonna shout out to I actually I'll caveat. I've not been watching much TV at all. We don't have a TV in the bedroom here, so it's difficult. So I'm just gonna give a shout out to NFL. Like out of I think every playoff game, there's been like one or two that's not been like insanely tight to the end. Incredible content.
Yeah, I've been watching a bit. I just can't seem to care that much once my team's out. Like,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
like, but I did watch the Seahawks game. I tried to watch the national championship game. I just like annoyed at college football that it's too long. Just like it's never going to change.
What do you mean? Like, isn't it the same as the NFL? Same time?
No, like the national championship game. Well, it's hard to say. Like the playoff games have been okay. It starts at 4:30, or it starts at
Oh,
4:45. I think it said, and then it doesn't really start till like 5:10, and then you got a longer halftime. You've got more ads. It just takes longer. It takes 4 hours, and they just don't respect my time as much as like another money hungry sport that's already super money hungry. Like if you're hungrier than that, like I'm sorry. That's like you've hit my border. You hit the wall. But,
Mm.
the championship game, sure, you can have it be longer. Like that's fine. But
yeah.
every week, every game, uh like none of them start on time. It's like You tell me the game starts at 9 o'clock, never starts at 9 o'clock. And I just now that I know that it's a little bit better. Like I was watching this show before the national championship game, and
Mm.
it said the game started at 4:45. I didn't turn it on until 5:15, and I missed like 3 minutes of the game. Like, not a diatribe against college football. Whatever, doesn't matter. But I've been watching a lot less lately since like after COVID. It was actually since pre-COVID. Like pre-COVID, I would watch a lot of Penn State football. I would go to the
Okay.
bars and watch it. But since COVID, like I didn't agree for a COVID season, and then like I haven't got back into the routine, and just going to the bars is harder for me now, and I don't watch as much.
Yeah.
Anyway, Max, any shout outs this week?
Yeah. Let's see. I Liv and I have been on an HBO streak lately. I rewatched Sharp Objects, great murder mystery on HBO, circa 2016 or so,
I don't
from
think I've seen that.
from the creator of Gone Girl. Really, 8 episodes, self-contained, great. And Chris, I'm very interested to know your opinions. I'm only 4 episodes in to the Leftovers.
Ooh,
I,
Leftovers.
I know you're a big Lost guy. I never watched The Leftovers when it was coming out.
I watched The Leftovers after the Watchmen show came
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
and that was like amazing.
I
And so I'm like,
go ahead.
good. Yeah, I was like, I gotta watch whatever show he did between these two. And honestly, I think the first two seasons of The Leftovers are like some of the best TV ever made. I think it's amazing. I think it's really good. I think it's like, what does it mean to be human? What does it mean to not know? What does it do to somebody? Like, amazing. Just
Yeah,
like spectacular. I think it loses itself a little bit in season 3, which is kind of disappointing. But after you've done the first 2 seasons, like, you just expect a little downfall. But after that, be
yeah.
ready. It's very good. It's very philosophical, like show.
I didn't want to trust what's his name? Not DB Weiss, not David Benioff. No, Damon Lindelof.
Yeah.
These are all the same name to me. Uh, I didn't want to trust him after Lost. I enjoyed Lost, but I don't think it necessarily stuck the landing. I didn't hate it; it just didn't really stick the landing. Watchmen was so good, and I never watched his work in the middle. But yeah, it's very familiar to a Lost enjoyer. You know, you have a large cast with lots of backstory for each of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
It's
so
very
far.
good. I liked it. I like it a lot. So I'll end with so I've been watching the movies on Slash Film's top horror movies list. So they have like a top 105 horror movies list.
Sure.
And we'll start out with the bad news. They have one of the worst movies I've ever seen on this list. It gets the lowest score I've ever given any movie.
What
Zero
movie?
point 0.5 out of 5. I don't have a 0. So 0.5 is the lowest you can go. The movie it's called Ghost Watch. It's a fake news story. Like it's like the news is going on and they're investigating a haunted house.
Hmm.
And it's so bad. Like even taking the into account, like maybe you started watching this and you didn't know it was fake. It's just the acting is so bad. It looks terrible. It's just terrible. Everything about it is so bad. And I don't give a fuck about ghosts. Ghosts aren't real. You're not going to, anything that's like, oh, is it a ghost or not? Are ghosts real or not?
Yeah.
I don't care immediately. So, like, this is by far the worst thing I've ever seen. It's terrible. It's awful. Don't watch this. Take it off
Has
the
there
list
been?
of film. I should write them some scathing emails about taking it off their list because it's not good.
You should scathe. Scathing is generally positive. But has there been any like wow, this has made my life. Like,
So there's definitely been some like I haven't watched the ones I've seen before, so it's a lot of like random horror movies. The last one that I watched that was really good was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
hmm, yeah,
the '70s
that's pretty
one.
good.
That's a good
It's very
movie.
good.
I gave
Yeah,
that 4.5 out of 5. I think that was good. That was really good.
yeah.
There was a movie called Thesis or Tessis, which was pretty good. It was about a woman doing her thesis on violent video and just like the world she ends up in. And like, there's like, who do you think is doing something to scare her? And it was pretty good.
Hmm.
I do have to say that there was a movie last year called Strange Harvest, which actually does kind of the premise of Ghostwatch, like infinitely better, where it's like a fake documentary about a serial killer, and it's like really it's done super well. Like, who wants to watch a fake documentary? But like this one was done. It's like the twists and the turns and like how well it was acted and shot and like what happens is very good. I'd recommend that movie.
So, do you know what the Rotten Tomato score is for Ghostwatch?
I hope 0.
Max, what do you think?
It's on the top 100. I'm gonna, and this is the Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 47,
and
39,
Chris,
39.
man, this is from 1992. Chris, like, seems about
Yeah,
right. 100.
How?
impossible. It's terrible. What? How many
Yeah,
people watch it? Like 10 people?
I don't know. I just googled it because I'm like, I want to check this
I feel
You
out.
like I'm
can't be
going
right all
crazy.
the time, Chris.
I feel like I'm going crazy. Just like this week. Okay. I asked
Yeah,
people
take it away.
how much they liked Costco cookies. And people are like, give me 3 out of 10. I'm like, are you insane? That's a
Yes.
good fucking cookie. Like,
Yeah,
you can
no,
tell me you
Costco
like
cookies
other
are good
cookies
as fuck.
better, but
Yeah.
like Costco cookies are not a 3 out of 10. They're just not.
I agree.
So,
Yeah.
no,
No,
just like,
I'm the
I
same.
feel like
Yeah. So the thermometer, tom, to, tomatometer, I'm trying not to say tomato meter, but anyway, is based off of 8 reviews. So pretty small. But the
yeah.
popcorn meter is on 100 plus, and that's 77%. So it's still like,
Damn.
it's batting pretty good.
Uh, I, you feel free to watch it and you report back. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I didn't finish the movie. I made it 2/3 of the way through the movie, and other shit came up, and I'm like, I couldn't put it back on. I couldn't
You
put it
couldn't
back
do
on.
it
I
to
just
yourself.
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't hit the play on it, which I never do, but it's happened to me 3 times in the last like month.
Ooh.
The other movies would be The Life of Chuck that came out last year. I made it through 2 out of 3 stories, and I couldn't put the last one on. I just didn't care. And then I watched this crazy movie called Mad God that has like there's just spoken words. It was a creepy movie. I don't know. It was fine. I just didn't
Mm.
feel like putting it back on.
Whoa.
But Ghostwatch, terrible movie. Don't watch it. It's awful.
100%. Don't watch it.
100% don't watch it, movie. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you want to be fooled by, this terrible newscast. Just
Fools.
all right. Tell us what you thought about this week's show at Twitter at Whobuthasong, on Facebook.com/Whobuthasong. Email suggestions at Whobuthasong@gmail.com. And next week we're gonna do Star Search, I believe. Is that correct? It's live on the 20th. So live today, I guess,
Oh.
as we're recording this.
Star Search. It's I guess a new version. It's a Netflix show.
It's a Netflix show. They're doing it live. You get to vote. So,
Can't wait to find the next big star.
I guess do we want to watch episode 1 or do we want to watch the live episode live? Like, is there any component that we give a fuck about it being live? Does anyone care about voting for any of this? Like,
I don't know.
I guess we'll talk about that next week.
I mean,
Tune
it's
in.
already passed. It's not live
I
anymore. It's passed.
I
We
I
missed.
I will vote for Love Island.
So, okay. All right. Well, there you have it. We'll talk more about it next week. We'll see you guys next time.